Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. This is our cozy and realistic nomad series where we play as General of the Minutemen, working to rebuild the Commonwealth one settlement at a time. And today we are continuing our build here at Croup Manor. We've been spending a lot of time sort of lovingly restoring this old mansion, which has been just delightful. We've got some green rooms going on. We've done some reconstruction up top to add this sort of space. I do think, y'all were so helpful in the comments, that this space that I'm pointing at right here would be so lovely as like an apothecary lab sort of vibe, because they want to do lab experiments, but it's also a way of giving an excuse to add some more plants. We do have plants in this greenhouse. This is our hydroponics lab. Let me turn on my Pip-Boy so we can see. This is where some of our crops are, but it's not enough to feed the entire settlement. So I think maybe we're going to set up some more bathtub plants up there. Let's take a look. I also want to start decorating with furniture, and I think this would be such a wonderful place to start, this like mess hall. This space, still kind of undecided what we're doing here. Same with here. Somebody did have the incredible idea, though, because this is a location where the ghoul bodies tend to respawn, we could consider like a morgue. Like maybe down here, if we add a table, maybe this is the morgue. Sorry, Preston, I'm cutting you off. I'm just talking over you. He must feel so replaced because we're bringing Curie around instead of him. He's just standing down in the morgue by himself, hoping to be noticed. Sorry, buddy. They love the staircase. Fallout 4 NPCs love a staircase. This is going to be the bathroom. We've already talked about that. This originally, I know I said it was going to be a classroom, but it also could be a hospital setup. Like we could put some medical beds in there. What did I want to show you? I wanted to come up here and talk through where more plants could go. This room, because this could be a laboratory, and then this could be where we just have like a bunch of bathtub plants. Let me see how many bathtubs can go. Where is the bathtub? Is it in resources? No, resources is the one that's a Brahmin trout, but that looks the exact same, but is not. This is just the regular bathtub. I guess just one this way, one this way, maybe three. We can definitely fit some up here. What we're gonna do though, you guys had so many helpful tips and tricks. One of the things you pointed out was the issue with the ghost plants is really only an issue if you select them when they don't have fruit on them. So remember, we have some ghost plants living here. Is it here? It's somewhere that's going to cause collisions because it thinks that there are plants there, which is not true. Oh, I actually wonder if these have been going for long enough that they have fruit on them. Does it look like they have fruit on them? No. We do have somebody working on them. But we should reposition these in a way where they're, one, more out of the way, more at the edge of the settlement, and two, where we can grab them more easily, I think is what I was going to say. We're going to move these over here, and we'll reassign people to them. And then ideally, I think we'll just sort of leave these here to marinate so people can work on putting, like, growing the actual crops on them. And then worst case, if we can't get the ghost plants to go away, these will be way over here on the edge of the settlement. So I'm not as worried about the ghosts impacting what we're doing. Where can I grab this? Yes, you come over here. And we are, I promise, we're going to do some decorating with furniture today. I know we're like a few episodes into this and we haven't gotten to actually put any furniture down, which is so funny to me. Okay. We'll do 2 with the mute fruit and we'll have people working on that. I'm a little worried that now I can't grab these. Like, am I already impacted by a ghost? Boy, I hope not. Boy, I hope not. This location is haunted, though. We all know it. Okay. They have their water pumps there. What are you working on? You are assigned to those. We're going to scrap that. Okay, these are all assigned, so we'll wait till they have fruit on them, and then we'll do our same thing. So that might not even be in this episode. But that's okay, because we spent all of yesterday dealing with plants. We don't need to do that again today. But let's do the same thing with some corn. 2 corn in a bathtub. What's the meme? Two friends in a hot tub, they might kiss. Two corn in a bathtub, they might kiss. I don't know why these don't want to be near each other. Maybe they don't want to kiss. Let's try with this variant. Does that feel too far apart for they would have to sit in the bathtub together? Let's pull out the bathtub and see. I guess those both fit. Yeah, sure. They're just farther apart. Okay. And let's do one Tato. 1, 2. Yeah. Okay. We're doing well. Resources. Food. Tato. And again, we're doing right on the edge of the settlement, just in case this doesn't work and they still end up with a ghost. But if this does work, then we won't have any ghosts.
Sure.
Okay, that's assigned, that's assigned, that's assigned, that's assigned. These I will scrap. Wow, 30 wood? That's fantastic. Okay, good. Everybody's working hard. We're at 10 food, which should be having no plants kind of outside of here, but just with those plants and the plants we already have in the hydroponics lab. So maybe we actually want to do one more, because it looked like we could do 1 bathtub and then 3 kind of going on the side. And then maybe one more if we kind of squimpshed it in there. What do we think? Mute fruit is going to give us the most food, but we'll already have 2 bathtubs of mute fruit. We could get there with like 4 carrots. I know carrots kind of don't love being super close to each other. How did we do the carrots? We did like on a little table, and I think we did just end up doing 1 because they're so finicky. But we'll give ourselves a chance with the carrots. It brings us to 11. And then I loved what we did with the gourd. Oh, and we don't have razor grain. Maybe we do a razor grain in wherever we put the Brahmin, you know? Which we haven't decided, so I don't know why I'm walking over in a different direction. Because if the gourd we did in the hydroponics counts as half a crop, I wonder if this would bump us up to a full 12 by being the second half. Yes, it does. Okay, so we'll move this. Eventually, we'll put this in wherever we put the Brahmin. We're going to wait. Actually, I'm going to move this farther over because eventually we're going to have to try and group select. These can just marinate for now. I want to get rid of this tree cluster. Yes, I do. And this. We still have a lot of room in the settlement limit, which I guess I haven't been putting down decorations. I've just been doing a lot of restructuring. We still have our Don't Be Mad at Me set up. I think we're doing well. So let's continue where we sort of left off, which was, oh yeah, we still have those beds too, which was right outside the hydroponics lab. We have this sort of mess hall, and I think it works as a mess hall. I wonder if the vault decorations have a sign for mess hall. I think it would be cafeteria. And I think I like the flat signs better. Yeah. Okay, we do have cafeteria. That's great. So there's like an external. Oh, these do not play well. Maybe I don't want the flat signs. Oh, no, that works, right? So there's the external entrance to the cafeteria. And then we have this internal one as well. 2 entrances. Does this need a door? Maybe yes. Will the door snap right on there? We're about to find out. Not that door. Ooh, not these either. Okay, so maybe not. We can pillar glitch a door. If we want one. I do sort of like the idea of the cafeteria having a door because they would want to lock up after hours. It could just be this. That already has a door on it. We can come back to this. I want to see what we want to do inside here because that might impact how the door opens. I don't think I want to keep that table. I know I want dispensers. I know I want counters. I do think we're going to want like a storefront to actually be able to treat this as food and drink. But we might want to cover up the word bar. I love, ooh, that can intersect with that wall a lot more than I expected. But I like it sometimes when we cover up the word bar. Oh, sir. Thank you. Oh, he's farming through the wall? Who am I to stop you? You do you. You do whatever works best for you. And so we've done kind of two ways of covering up the bar sign on things like this. And way one is we get the counter, which now I'm thinking it's not in tables. Now I'm thinking it's a miscellaneous item. And we do like that, which sometimes I really like. It could definitely be like that. It's a very nice wood texture that just sort of glitches in nicely if we pillar glitch that. But then option two is using, what is it? The armor, not the armor racks, the weapon racks. These guys. I love these guys because then we can put our own letters on it. And actually, I think that's what I'm going to do here. I love that. Oh, and that just clips on so well. Wow, we don't even need to pillar glitch or anything. Magnificent. Okay, that's great. And then the counters, this is such a nice space to sort of press them all up against. I wish we could get 3 in a row, and maybe we could. Maybe this is our pillar glitch situation. Are these tables? I think so. Which way is the front way? I think this is the front way. Rug glitch might also be really good for this. Like, do you think I could get 3 kind of intersecting like this? I don't think so. I think that would be asking way too much. But I'll let it be in red, like that, you know? Or maybe just the flat one to kind of smooth it out. Oh, what do we think? That could be cool. Let's take these outside because I think we would want to group select and kind of place them in. So what we wanted, kind of one like that, and then we want a second one. We're just going to have to guess at the angle, unfortunately. Just kind of like that. Oh, that would be so cool if we got it all, right? Okay, these two, they were kind of like this. Like it was kind of a right angle. And if all goes well, we'll just kind of shove this into a wall and it won't matter. Let's see if we can. Do we think a pillar glitch would work to shove this into those other two? I really don't know. I kind of forget the limits of each glitch because honestly, they work differently each time we try them. Sorry, girl. We're in the Brahmin's way now. I know. She's all huffy about it. You're good, right? Yeah, okay. I don't know. I got scared that maybe she was being huffy for a reason. Like something was coming to get her. You don't need to be here, though. You don't need to be right here. Oh, that udder again. That's an udder. Okay. How's that? Probably not close enough. Oh, close enough. Okay. Yeah, maybe this won't intersect with the other two. Maybe it will, though. I don't know. It went green unexpectedly there. Where was it? There? That's so weird. So the question then is, do we like this enough to try? And I think the answer might be no. Let's see what other tables that we can put here. Because we do have other table options. We have this. That could be cool as like the corner. Hold up. How does that feel? If both of these then sort of like come in to kiss the corner of it? Kind of. I want them at the same height. Which I probably should have done this on a floor if that's what I wanted. Maybe I can do it on the floor. We are all about trying new things. Finding new ways of doing this. This nonsense of restoring settlements in a cozy way in the post-apocalypse. Ooh, we can intersect it a little bit more than I thought we could. That's neat, right? I do want to try and get it right at a right angle there. Okay, how does that feel? Because now, what happens if I move the shack floor? Oh, that'll take items with it. I don't like that. And we'll just put back together what we just did. Not a big deal. Okay. I guess that's fine where it is. Let's get rid of that, but now let's try this approach again. I don't know what this is gonna do. To be honest, no idea. I know we don't have a dirt patch down, but I don't think we need to sink this. I would like to sort of collide it with the wall a little bit, but that's it. Maybe I didn't need to glitch any of this at all. Maybe that's just not colliding with anything, and that's... Oh no, it did collide that. Oh, that's lovely. Big fan. Big fan of that. Oh my goodness. Can we put down some rubber mats or something, though, to cover some of this debris? Like, how does that feel? That's just right below the mess. Yeah, it's not going to do anything. I do still like the texture that it adds. Oh, it feels like somebody might trip on that one, to be honest. I still like the texture that it adds. I think that's nice. I think we'll keep it. Hello. This I like. I like this a lot. And if we drop some produce in there, it definitely looks like fresh produce. Is there a wall sign or painting? Or I know we put a, is there an Eat Well, Live Well poster? Yeah, that we can't get back because of the way it intersected with the wall. So maybe we double down on that. Maybe we do more vault posters here. Ooh, or these things. Hold up, we have so many options. Oh, I love the idea of an Eatatronic because this is kind of like the help yourself. Oh. That's really cool. Does that look too new, though? It doesn't look entirely new, but it definitely looks newer than this one. Actually, I don't hate the rust. Now that I see it, not bad. That's awesome. That's awesome. We do want some sort of words here. Food, ingredients. We could spell things out. What would I want it to say if we could spell things out? I guess just fresh food and ingredients. Unless we want to come up with like a cutesy name for the mess hall. What are we calling this building? Curie's Institute? Curie's Medical Institute? So if we come up with an acronym that's like Curie's Minutemen Training Center, CMTC, this could just be like CMTC Mess Hall. You know what I mean? We can marinate on that, though. We can come back to that. Okay, we do want seating. We're definitely going to want a place for people to sit. And I definitely want this like drink dispenser thing. The drink dispenser thing, let's start with that because it's got to go on... Oh, wait, but what do we have here? other things. Ooh, cart is neat. Oh, I didn't even think about sink. Sink is neat. Could there be a sink here? Maybe not. Maybe not, because this feels less like prepared food and more just like raw food, if that makes sense. Oh, let's drop one of these down and one of these down. The counter could be a good option. What's Preston doing? Hi, bud. You doing okay? Like this we could even rug glitch this like right into that corner and then let that be our dispenser setup. But I think the metal tables. Oop, I'm too far over to the right. Everything looks too clean. But these guys. Maybe 2 of these pressed up right in this corner. I think a rug glitch is going to be our best friend here. Let's grab a rug. And we've been using the rubber mats, so I think rubber mats would be just great here as well. I think maybe let's do 2. And then go like this. And this. How touching can I get them? Is that touching? That's touching, but now I worry those are too big for the space. Let's try. Yeah, because we don't want it to come outside and we don't want it to block the door. But I do think the rug glitch is the right answer here. Maybe we just get rid of this one. And then what if this comes more centered? Because now it can be. Ooh, Preston's making it real hard to back up. Okay, so if we just have the one. How far away am I? I should be getting a better view. Like that. And then honestly, we can take away the floor mat because I don't mind if that's a little sunk down. Yeah. And that way this is where they can get their drink dispenser. Drink dispenser there. And then what about these smaller ones? I really like these smaller ones because they have the... what's the word? Handle? Spigot? Spigot might be the word. That doesn't fit there. Could it fit here, though? It could. We could pillar glitch it just like that, which could be cute. Cute, cute, cute. Or we could put a table behind them. Let's look at our other table options and see if there's like a skinny little guy. I'm sort of bookmarking this corner for seating. And that probably wouldn't give them quite enough room, even if we glitch it into the space behind it. We could take advantage of this again. Is that big enough for a dispenser? Maybe. Hold up. Let me align it better with the back. I don't know how it's balancing like that, but who am I to question it? I think this could be a rug glitch situation. We've been using the pillar glitch so much to get all the repairs into place. Oh no, this won't go with a rug. Interesting. Good to know. Okay. It could just be like an extension of this. That doesn't look nice though. I really do like the way it looks kind of back in this corner. Can we pillar glitch it? I'm just going to go through my rotation of glitches. If one doesn't work, we'll try another. We'll come out of decorations. Come over here. We'll grab a barn pillar. Why not? And maybe we sink it into the ground just a tiny bit. Did we want to do power in this settlement? I could see us going either way. Okay, how does that feel? Oh, this will definitely help, but we don't have any vertical space to play in. So let's give ourselves some, because maybe we do want to sink it like just a little bit. And this might be a good opportunity for the campfire as a way of sinking it. Oh, it did go green there for a second. So let's see if that's enough. Uh-oh, Outpost de Monja is under attack. Now that we have so many of these settlements going, I feel like we get one of those pop-ups like twice an episode. Okay. Well, can you sink? Oh, kind of. Kind of. Maybe I didn't bring this close enough, or maybe I'm just looking at it wrong. Because that'll work. That's definitely closer. Trying again with this. I think we just pull the pillar up and let it be at ground level. Because that way it's not floating, and that's really all we care about. I do think this is cute here, though. Okay, does that feel far enough back? I think so. Kind of at an angle like that. Oh, maybe that's not even pillar glitching at all. No, it is. It is, right? How's that? Unintrusive? Yeah. Yeah. It's totally built in on the left side. Yeah, it's totally built in. That's very nice. That's very nice. Okay, I like that. And then you'll know I usually love when we have somebody who's working at a job like this to give them somewhere to sit down. So do we have like a narrow chair that can sort of, even something like that they can just sort of, ooh, I kind of like this because then it sort of matches what's going on with the desk edition with that sort of blue like that. Let's pull it over a little farther to the left because those things go nicely together. Yeah. I think that's lovely. And I want something on this wall here, but I'm not sure what. Let's look at wall decorations first. I don't think we need another Edatronic. Nuka-Cola clock could be cute somewhere. Buoys could be cute somewhere. Actually, very cute. Those are adorable. Banner could be cute as well. But I'm honestly, what my heart is telling me, there's a coffee shop that I go to that when you walk up, it has the menu sort of on the wall like this. So if we could do a weapon rack like this, maybe that's our menu. Maybe this is like our mess hall sign. And then we have like a small little today's fresh things. You know what I mean? That's cute. That's really good. Or like, I'm thinking like the specials board in Bob's Burgers, burger of the day. I know we're still kind of waiting to think through if we want a name on this because we can also do neon letters. Neon letters line up super well on these. So if we just come up with one name there, can I hop up on this so we can write? That's what I want to do. Oh, yeah. Okay. Can we spell out today's special? This feels so silly, but that's, I feel like, exactly what we want to do. Oh, and we can use these little dots to help us out. Today. I love these lettering. I think they're meant for the marquee signs. I've never once used them on a marquee sign. Oh, is special not going to fit? How many letters are in special? S, P, E. Oh, this is a spelling bee I'm not prepared for. S, P, E, C, I, A, L. 7 letters. How many letters are in today's? 6 letters. We're a little more than halfway on today, so I'm a little worried that we don't have room. Oh, let's do it like right below, like this. Today's. It is kind of annoying when the letters rotate and then you can't tell which letter they are. Oh, we gotta use the mouse for this one. Watch me spell special wrong after trying to... Is that how you spell special? We have special skills. Why am I doubting this? It's just because people are watching me spell. That's it. It's the anxiety that comes with being perceived. That looks wrong, but that's okay. That's okay. Y'all will let me know if I do something wrong. Today's special is... What do we think? Mute fruit, potato, pumpkin. I need something punny here, like a Bob's Burgers, rad, roach, mute, fruit, something. There's something here. I might chew on that and come back to it. Oh, there is the opportunity for a great pun here. And I just want to show you if we want to do, instead of letters, like just a big name here, because what I thought we could do here is just spell out like, oh, fresh ingredients. But if this is the special board, if this is the menu board, then maybe down here is just the name. And if it's just the name, where am I looking? Power is where the neon letters live. And we don't even have to power them up, you know? They can just spell things out. I can't fit like mess hall, can I? I could just write food. We're not going to keep this. Oh, no, it won't go here. That's interesting. We would do it. We could still do this. We would do it separately on the armor. Ooh, that's neat. We would do it separately on the armor or the weapon rack and then bring it back. So still possible. But you see, they fit well like that. It could just say food. That's adorable. Okay, I'll think on a good special. So we have 1 dispenser, 2 dispenser. I think now we can get rid of this table and this dispenser because now we want to think through how are they actually going to sit. And we should probably think through lights too. I know we haven't really talked lights because we haven't really thought about how we want to power this up. Let's do lights next because we'll want to do a better water filtration system next too. So let's just focus on seating for right now. Okay, option 1 is our usual. We use like the pre-built. What is that? Why does that look red? Oh, it's from Nuka World. I sped run some of the Nuka World stuff so we could have those decorations. That's neat. A red patio chair. Did I get anything else in seating? We got the patio chair. This is what I was looking for. This is definitely an option. Can we fit 2 of them back to back here? Because they'll snap together. I should have done this one first because we have the corner to try and align it to. Yeah, this isn't bad at all. I just want it to kiss right up against that wall. Yeah, that's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And then sometimes we'd like doing the this sort of approach where we do like a wall shelf to be wall seating or like bar seating. Let's see how high that needs to be. One of you suggested that. That was not something I came up with myself, and I think it's marvelous. It's such a space saver, but it also just feels so right. Yeah, we could definitely do like a tiny stool here, but we want them to face the right way. So let's use this stool to sort of guess how that would need to be placed. Are these the ones that look like baseballs? Let's bring in some of that blue again. And then this one. That's lovely. This is coming together so well. This is so cool. Let's just bring that over a little bit because it feels like it's a little... Oh, no, I can't move that now. Close to the door. Okay, so I come in. There's food. Something needs to go here. Maybe this is where the buoy goes? Or let's look through the paintings. One of you had a really good idea last week. If we have is it the Cabot family portraits? I think because we're a medical school, we could do a lot of like honoring, well, the Cabots specifically because they did the serum work. Maybe I don't have the Cabot portraits. Who is this guy? Does this make it feel like bougie college, or does it just feel like out of place? Oh, I don't hate it. Hold on. I thought I was going to hate that, but looking at it, it does kind of feel like mess hall of a university. You know what I mean? Oh man, I wish I didn't like that, but I do. I love it. Let's bring it over a little more to the right. And then we're going to try again with these stools. We're just going to scooch them out so we can center the shelf a little better. Like that. Yeah. And we're not rotating these. We're just scooching them back in so people can sit there. That's so good. That's so good. I love this. You can sit, you can see the sunset. You got food out here. This is a fantastic mess hall. I feel like I do want a floor mat just as like entry, because you'd have a lot of, I don't know, I guess mud on your shoe. Let's do the singular one here instead. That's sort of our welcome mat. It's getting dark already. Yeah, that is with the Pip-Boy light on. So we got your little entry dispenser here on the left. They have a dispenser. They have a special of the day. TBD, what that is. Preston's already sitting down for a meal. Ah, this is just so great. Oh, I didn't mean to go in that menu. I wanted to open and see what aid I had that we could drop and put in that table counter thing. Carrots would be good. Corn would be great. Corn. Do I have mute fruit on me? Oh, we got a gourd. That's great because they're growing gourds. And we could do iguana on a stick. Maybe the special of the day is just iguana on a stick. And then some mute fruits. Oh, and then I didn't think about drinks. Do we want to put drinks next to the dispenser or even above it?
Be careful. A courser is nothing to mess around with.
A what? A courser? We're not fighting a courser. At the moment. I guess that could change.
I've seen maps that show other countries across the ocean.
Preston really has more dialogue here than we've ever heard him say before. Let's do mute fruit. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy. Don't trip on the fruit. Thank you. I guess drinks could go here.
Dry land, if it's all the same to you.
Something about this just says drinks to me. We could also give whoever's serving here a little shelf. Where is shelf? Like this? Yeah. Hold on. This is really cute. Do we want wooden or metal? I think the wood one looks nice. I'm so delighted by this. You have no idea. I mean, I'm sure you have a very good idea, but... Okay, Nuka-Cola Wild, Nuka-Cola Quantum. Oop, I didn't mean to do that. Nuka-Cola Cherry. Let's do 2 Nuka-Cola Cherries. I mean, these are med students. Do they want alcohol? Or do we not want to intentionally serve them alcohol? Put down a Vim. And then can we do this in workshop mode? Because they'll go upright on the shelf? Seems like yes. This is delightful. Are you kidding me? Oh, excuse me. I really like to think that all the settlements we've built since doing Green Top Nursery import their like drinks, like the specialty teas that we talked about. Oh, now this is getting glitchy. That can't be good. Import their teas from like Green Top Nursery. Like maybe that's what's in all the dispensers. And speaking of, let's put some mugs next to the dispenser. Or cups, at least. Maybe it's like a self-serve.
Well,
Maybe it's
not
just...
to cause problems.
Everybody's talking at once. Maybe it's just like a water dispenser, because this one is a DIY situation. What cups do we have? Cups, cups, cups. We have empty beer bottles, which honestly isn't a terrible option to just fill up a beer bottle with water, assuming they clean it afterwards, you know? Clean coffee cup. I don't think it's coffee. Do we have cups that aren't that? Dog bowl. Oh yes, we have drinking glass. These I think are like a normal amount of dirty. Sometimes the other ones stick out as being way too clean,
After it's destroyed.
and it really bugs me. But these look good. I'm putting so much junk down, I hope people don't knock into it right away, you know? I hope it at least makes it a day before the NPCs trash it. That's so cute!
You ain't here for me.
I wonder, how many other rogue institutions are still
This
out
is
there?
amazing. Should we go ahead and assign somebody here? Yeah, who's unassigned? Oh, everybody's... Your food. Your food. We don't need 3 farmers. We just need 2. So who just walked away? Hi. Do you want to be a restaurant guy or a mess hall guy? Hi. Hey. Come here. Because we have... Oh, no. Hi. You're somebody else. I thought you would be our med teacher, to be honest. Yeah, I want this other ghoul. Where did he go? Oh, you're assigned to these? You don't need to be working on these right now. You need to be manning the restaurant. Okay, that brought us down to 7 food, but who are other food guys? You and you. So you should each be working on 6 food, to be honest. Let me just make sure that we're assigned to all these ones we're trying to get to grow crops. Is this going to go back up to 12 now? These are assigned. That's fine. Honestly, as long as those are assigned and as long as people are happy, I'm happy. Yeah, what are you... Oh, we got some traffic jams. Or are you new? Okay, that's fine. We've got enough people. Let's sleep until morning to get some of that sunlight back. Ah, this is awesome. And then in the sunlight, let's set up a generator and a water purifier because we need that. And then maybe we can Wi-Fi glitch a conduit sort of into the main house so we can start wiring up electricity too. Yeah, let's just knock out on one of these bad boys. I have hazelnut flavored coffee today. Not because I like hazelnut, but because hazelnut syrup was the only one that my grocery store had. Gorgeous. Gorgeous! Ah! This is just so delightful. This is exactly what I was like envisioning, and it feels so good. Okay. I just have to workshop a pun for today's special. Let's do a water purifier now. And it is frustrating that we don't have access to the actual water. Like we're so close, but so far. But that's okay. We can pretend that it is the water from the water. So what we have now is we just have 2 of these water pumps kind of farther down by our entrance, and we want to replace them. We don't have room for this or this because we don't actually have access to water, so I think we're going to use this. But if we place it down here, I think it sort of reads as we are using the water from the ocean, which is great. So we'll do that. And then we should be able to just Wi-Fi glitch once we have... How much power does this need? 4? How much does this give us? Only 3? That's such a bummer because this is so cool and I wish I could use it. Use it more. This feels like it's on shaky ground. I wonder if we could use the shack bridge. It started with such a nice quiet sound. Yeah, just to sort of even out the terrain here. Yeah. Because now this can just go on top of that, and then it's not sinking. That's great. I guess it is still floating a tiny bit, but that's okay. Okay, that's all set up. That's wonderful. And I do want it to feel, I don't know, not exposed from the back. So sometimes I like doing a little like balcony railing somewhere like here, just to feel like it's more, I don't know, protected from the back. But unfortunately, we have weird terrain. So we are just going to grab a pillar. And we are going to come over here and just sink that in. Yeah. That helps. That's lovely. That's very nice. Does this feel too rickety? Would this feel better with scaffolding? Because scaffolding, we can do a half piece like that. Like this guy. Or this guy. I guess those are just the same. It's so hard to see the piece outlines. Would it fit? Oh, I thought I placed that. Would it fit on this? Oh, yeah, and that feels nice and clean. Wow, that is crisp. Okay, let's get rid of the shack bridge then. Oh, somebody new just showed up. Oh, and we don't have enough beds. You will add some. Okay, that's great. Wow. And I will get to another bed before happiness plummets, but I want to see if it makes sense to have a fence on this side too. And I think it does. And I don't even think we need to pillar glitch this one. Just sort of a general indication of where our resources are. Oh, that's wonderful. Okay. And let's just pop down another. We got to think about how we're doing beds here. This is fine for now. We're going to have to put 8 beds inside, and that's a little much. Okay, let's see if we remember how to Wi-Fi glitch, because I'm a little worried that I don't. I think we need a wall. I think. Now I'm really questioning what I know. Okay. Wait, now I don't remember what I'm doing. Oh. We need a connector. So like this. And then we need, what was it? We need a connector that's like also a connector, but like not. Because we need to go wire to temporary. Nope, I immediately forget. I forget what we're doing. I think we need to do wire to the other thing, but through. Yeah, you know what? I forget how to do this. I need to stop and look it up, so we're not going to do it right now. That's embarrassing and fine. Because I think power. I think having a light bulb in here would be just the cherry on top to this wonderful little mess hall. We do have some time left. I guess we can keep going for a bit. Maybe we figure out where to place beds or just sort of put some placeholders down. Because this is the cafeteria. Let's look for inspiration in the other vault signs. Residential, we're going to have... Oh, we could do a barber. Commissary, security, research. Atrium. I think research is the lab on the top floor that we're growing the crops for. I think this is the research lab. Because think about it, this could be all crops, which is going to help support their food needs. But then here, this could be like chemistry labs and a desk, or a few desks. Does that roof look weird? Maybe. Oh, even like these console things. Maybe the console is how they monitor plant growth out here. And then I'm just going to drop down, just kind of like we did with the dispensers last time. It was nice to sort of have a note to ourselves of like what What do we want to do here? Oh, and there are 2 different types of chemistry station. Wait. Because that can go there, which feels like the front. This can go here, and we can redo this all later and really go into depth with what feels right here. And then probably some like medically tables that we can do some beakers on. What feels appropriate? Like this here, maybe? We can come back to this. We will come back to this. Or even like this guy. No, I just need to place it. And this is just temporary. Because this is our research lab. Oh, this is going to be so cool. And then we'll have plants over here. So this will be like research. And then do we want this to be the dormitory? Just because it can be? We need a bunch of beds. That's the problem I'm thinking of right now, is we do need a bunch of beds. We did explore last time using some walls here to sort of make this an extra room. Because it could be, and then maybe that's how we differentiate the headmaster's room. There was a different piece that we had sort of used here. Or was it the door that I was playing with? I think it was the door, just because it was cool. Yeah. That, honestly, we might not even need to pillar glitch that. That works really well. Maybe this switches to being an inside door. Okay, there's too many doors at this moment in this location. Is there a vault sign for overseer? Because I know overseer isn't quite the same as headmistress, but I think Curie, having grown up with Vault-Tec, maybe doesn't see it that way. Oh, we do have a sign for clinic. I want residential. I think Curie is our headmaster, first of all. And I think because she is Vault-Tec, I think a lot of her experience is going to be like with the Vault-Tec nomenclature. And so I think it makes sense that the overseer sign would be here and a lot of the doors would be guided by that sort of vocabulary. Let's try and put a door on the other way and then switch around the way I did this room on the left, which I think is Curie's room. I want the door to go this way. So what door can go this way? Sometimes these guys. Which way? I need at least one door in this hallway to open the different way. That's not what I meant. Yeah, I still need it to go like inwards. Maybe these door frames, maybe the issue I'm having is just that these door frames don't want that to happen. Oh, but I really think it needs to happen. So which door do I want? This one? Yeah, I think we're just going to need to pillar glitch a door. And then this will go somewhere not here. Just sit there for a sec. Because Curie doesn't need like a ton of space. This was playing... Oh, no, it still is playing nicely. I was going to say this was playing nicer before. Maybe it was. We can we can pillar glitch if that's what we want to do. Oh, yeah. We just need more residential room than I thought we did, because we have a bunch of people and a bunch of beds. Okay. Let's pillar glitch that barn door. We gotta get outside to do that. And I think that'll be for the headmistress's office or the overseer. Okay, so we just want it like this. Easy peasy. We're not close to where a ghost plant was, right? I'm not going to accidentally grab a ghost. And just same deal. Same deal that we've been doing. I remember how to do this. I don't remember how to do the Wi-Fi glitch, but I remember how to do this. Why isn't that close enough? Oh, I'm nowhere near as close as I think I am. That is the issue. Okay. And like that. And this is just going to serve as a smaller wall texture. Carrie girl, we're building your room. Are you excited? Oh, I should have closed that door. Crap. Oh. Yeah. Coming out of workshop mode. Yeah, we just got to do that again. My bad.
The Institute still manages to cause
I
problems.
tried to speed run the stairs and it made me go too far. Preston! Oh my god. There we go.
At least it's not raining.
He really does. He wants to yap here. Alright, all the way back up the stairs. I thought we were kind of done with doing pillar glitching on the 3rd floor, or I would have left a stairwell, or like external stairs or something to make this easier. But what are you gonna do? Okay. Why don't you want to sit on the floor? You've been playing so nice on the floor. And now suddenly you don't want to. What's up with that? Uh-oh. I thought this approach was working for us. Well, just to be safe, because maybe it is an issue with going into the floor, let's put down a garden plot here. Or somewhere around here. We should have enough floor space for this. That should be good. And then we'll move how we're gripping it a little bit over. I did it again. I missed those stairs again. I don't know why I thought that would be a good idea, but I did. Okay, now this... I'm gonna go like that. Okay, maybe this will feel better. It still doesn't seem to be sinking. Why is that? Did I place the conduit too close? Or is it because it's a door? Or is it because this didn't start sunk? Sometimes that's the issue. There we go. There we go. This should be good. We got to try our whole toolkit sometimes, because our tools do not work reliably. Oh yeah, this is going to be nice and clean now. So we just want the additional door texture. Or wall texture. I wish I could see the whole door at once, maybe if we zoom it out. So sort of like this. And I want it to be in line. How's that? Is that good? Yeah, that's delightful. Okay, now we can scrap the post, scrap the conduit junction, and scrap the garden plot, because now here's our research, here's our overseer, here's our residential. That feels good. I do really like the idea of Curie having something in here. I don't know what. Because there are different desks that we could use. I know we're coming up on time now, so we might have to bookmark all this. But that's okay, because honestly, we have a lot to chew on. And I would love your input before committing to these choices. Is the overseer's desk a chair or a table? I don't remember. I think it might be a table, now that I say that. Like, that's kind of cool as a headmaster's desk, but I don't know if we have quite enough space for it. So we could instead, we move this over, and we sort of move this over. But it's not tables that I'm looking for. It's not, no, maybe it is resources. Where are guard resources? Defense? Guard posts? This desk, I just love that it's a desk. Because this could be Curie's desk, you know? I would want it facing this way. Like that. Like maybe that's her little, you know, desk moment. This would have to come out a little. This would need to go like this. This is a temporary thing because this couch is way too big to be in here as a couch. We'll come back to this because so other thoughts I had for Curie specifically, if she is our overseer, while she's in her, what is it, nurse handy? It's not Mr. Handy. While she's in her robot body, I think that using this instead of a bed for her is really cute. So we could take out the desk and replace it with the power armor station that she can like live in. Or this could be like her bedroom and this becomes a bed, you know, because where else are we going to put her bed? But we can come back to that. Does she need a door? Probably. But her door would always be open, I feel. Do we have enough room for the door to be that way? If I open both of these? Yeah, that's not bad because we'll add a door in residential to face inwards. This could just be like a massive residential hall. We could just put a bunch of bed all the way up against the walls. And it could be like dormitory style.
That show other countries across the ocean.
Yes, thank you, Preston.
Wonder if they're any better off than we are.
Thank you, Preston. This still, I keep going back and forth between, is this the actual like operating room or is this the classroom? I don't know which. This is definitely the bathroom. Let's slap a lavatory on there so we know. Let me get to the flat side. Yeah. Lavatory. Maybe this is the clinic, you know? What else do we have? Let's put down both, just as a note to ourselves. Is it a classroom or is it a clinic? I don't know. But these are temporary, so I'm not worried about making those, right? That can be that. Okay, because this could also be like a library space. If we just put down a bunch of bookshelves, maybe this open space is the medical library. And then that sort of counts as a classroom. This, I've been thinking about this since because I kind of want it to be an office. Somebody suggested we have like a therapy hours because I think going to the medical training, you know, it counts, mental health counts as health. And so maybe this becomes like an office and this is like the talk therapy office for like office hours and talk therapy. I don't know. Okay. Do we know what we want to do down here? I don't think so yet. We still have some decisions to make. But this, oh, they knocked over the Vim a little bit. Oh, I'll just leave that for now. You can figure it out, right? Can you come up with a today's special name? Thank you so much. I think that's about it for today. So thank you so much for joining me, the General of the Minutemen, as we work together to make the Commonwealth safer, one settlement at a time. I have a playlist of all these videos. If you enjoyed this one, please do give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down and let me know what I could have done better. I love reading the comments. They're my favorite part of every week. You guys are the best. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
I got word of a settlement that needs our help. I'll mark the location on your map.